Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today I am going to loosen up my apron. I can't stand anything tight on me. Do y'all do that? I don't care what size I wear. I always order a size bigger because I like that looseness and just feel like it's just hanging right. Okay, I'm going to be making papa cake. Now I'm going to do a couple things that will lighten up on the sugar, you know, that would be in this. But first of all, I want you to know this cake's not for me. You know, we bake things and make things for our husbands and our spouses that don't have diabetes. And that's what this is all about. First, I'm going to use a perfectly moist lemon supreme cake mix. This is by Duncan Hines. Am I looking at y'all looking at the front? Duncan Hines. I love their perfectly moist series, that signature series. It's just good. But I'm gonna get every little bit out of them corners that are wadded up there. But I want you to know ahead of time, this, you know, I'm going to do a little something different, but still, this is for Papa, so it will be fully regular food. There's no low carb to this. And this is Jello lemon pudding, and it's a 3.4 ounce box, which is the small box. And Tom has been, he's got the zoomies, so y'all may see him run through here in a minute. That cat, he has been through my den. My rug has took a flying leap about a dozen times. And he wanted to come in. I let him out, but he wanted to come in. I got everything out of there. Now, let's put these together and get them ready for trash. Sorry, it's just a habit I have to clean as I go. Now, I'm going to take my little whisk and I'm just going to whisk this together a little bit. Doesn't have to be, but it's just something I do. Now, I'm going to put a half cup of oil. 1/2 cup of oil. We call it oil down here in the South. I don't know, y'all may say oil or whatever, but you know, it bothered me for a little while. I was like, Lord, I don't know what to say. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to offend anybody, so what do I do? And then I thought, just be you. Okay, Minute Maid, 0 sugar. You can use concentrated, it'd be even better. Concentrated frozen lemonade or whatever. What I had, this is, like I said, Pop will never know the difference, but this is 0 sugar in this. You know, it just makes him a little bit healthier, but he is not diabetic and he don't need that. So I'm going to pour 1 cup of that in there. Then I just wrote down some stuff. I thought, well, I'll put that in cake because he loves lemon. That's one of his favorite cake mixes is lemon. So now I'm going to grab one little bowl and we're going to break our eggs. And my eggs were not room temperature, so I put them in a little bit of warm water. And I went ahead and I'm checking them, okay, as I go. That's why I break them in a separate thing, is because, you know, it only takes one bad egg for you to put it in, you know, break it into a cake mix, and you've lost your cake mix and everything. So, and I don't care if they're store-bought eggs or whatever, you lose your whole cake mix. Okay. Now y'all, I think that's about all I'm going to do. I'm going to put the 4 eggs. I'm going to put the box, I put the box 3.4 ounce, that's a small box of lemon pudding. And then I put the 1 box that was your cake mix. This is a 15.25 ounce box. The smaller boxes by other brands, y'all know me, I'm a strictly Duncan Hines. I'm a Duncan Hines woman. That's just the truth. I mean, that's all I deal with is Duncan Hines. That's the way I've always been. And if I get one that's smaller, it seems like it throws everything off. So now we're going to beat this up. I know y'all probably don't want me to spend my time beating this up. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I got my cake beat up and I've already cleaned up. Let me grab me another spatula here. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm going to use my new BUNDT pan that one of my sweet followers sent me. And I know y'all probably gonna fuss at me. This thing has a lot of little intricate designs on the inside. Now, me and Gwen, which is Come Cook with Gigi, we were talking and I said, I don't know how to use this. And she said, I said, do we grease it? And she said, well, Nan, I don't have one. So she Googled it for me. And it said, you know, that they recommend you didn't, it said they recommend that you didn't grease it, and then the next breath they say, well, but if you have some intricate little things on the inside, you might need to grease it with a light coating, you know. So, Lord, I hope this turns out good. Papa will eat it no matter what. But I just want it to turn out good. Now, I'm going to set it on this pan because, this baking pan, because to tell the truth, I don't know, like I said, I don't know enough about it, but this is just trial and error for me. But I just can't imagine this thing sitting on my wire things, shelving in my oven. So I'm just going to shake it a little bit. Make sure to try to get the air bubbles out of there. I see a few air bubbles coming up. Now, I've got my oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to pop this in and see how she turns out. Turn on the light, and we'll be back when that thing comes out, and I'll let you know how long I'll leave it in there. Let's whip together. I went back and forth. I thought, do I want to make a little sprinkle, just sprinkle it with some powdered sugar, or do I want to make him a little glaze? And it's going to be a little glaze. Now, young'uns, I didn't measure that. When you're at home, when I put out the recipe for this, I will just write a little powdered sugar and a little, I'm just going to use my lemonade, 0 sugar lemonade, that's probably 2 tablespoons. And let's see, I'll just get this little mixer. And if I need to add, the good thing about this is if you need to add some more powdered sugar, you can add the powdered sugar if it looks too thin, which mine looks too thin. I'm going to add just a little bit more. You don't have to put much of your liquid. If you want to squeeze a lemon into, you know, a little bit of pure lemon juice, or use your lemon juice that you have in your refrigerator, you know, that's already in a bottle, you can do that. This is plenty, 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 plenty. Let me get all that off there. You can see, look at here. You want it just to be able to, can you see that? See it running? Just a little bit. You don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick. And we'll let it sit there. It's about time for my cake to come out. So I'm going to check it. It's been in there. It's been in there 1 hour. I'm sorry. Did I just say an hour? Lord have mercy. And it's not done either. I went by the box and it said 25 to 30 minutes. Well, it's been in 30 minutes and it's not done. So you're going to have to leave your cake a little longer. I'll let you know. Just pulled it out of the oven on the pan and left it in there an hour. A whole hour. I'm going to take it off of this hot pan and set that over here, out of the way. Okay, now I'm just gonna let this cool, let it sit here just a few minutes. Ooh, that silicone is hot. I can't wait to try this. I mean, I'm not gonna try it, but I'm talking about, I can't wait to see how it comes out, what it looks like. And we're going to pop some icing over it. I don't know if y'all move it around or what you do whenever you take it out. We'll see. I just took this off and look how pretty. Now it definitely, oh great, don't that look pretty? It's still steaming. But, you know, down in the bottom, it was a lot hotter. I'm going to let this cool before we drizzle it with some of our icing that we're going to drizzle it with. I'm going to put it on while it's still just a tad bit warm. But I just wanted to let everything get out there and get cooled off a little bit. You know, this week, I'm going to tell you, I've just been a little down because I thought, y'all know how I love to do desserts and things. And that's one thing I really miss. And I know that I'm trying to come up with some things that we as diabetic or us that are watching our sugar or carbs and stuff, I'm trying to come up with some things that will, for us. But I can tell you, when you are baking with almond flour, I know I'm off on something else, but when you're baking with almond flour or coconut flour, I'm heating my oven back up again because I'm getting ready to, I'm doing 2 videos at a time and I'm getting ready to make me some lunch. But it's just amazing the difference. And it's so expensive to buy coconut flour. Not really expensive, but it's more than what we've been paying for regular flour and things like that. We get a 5-pound bag with regular flour for $5 or $6. And when you get almond flour, I mean coconut flour, you get just, you know, the bag's this big, but you only get about that much in it. And it's $6 and something if you can catch it on sale. Or where I live, that's the way it is. But I didn't mean to get off and start on that. We're going to lay it on this to cool just a little bit more. Let's get this cake iced a little bit. Now listen, if you've got any, which I always have lemon flavoring, and I don't know what I've done with mine, but I am going to say that if you've got some lemon flavoring, use that lemon flavoring in your icing. If you're going to use icing, I think, you know, I just thought, well, Pop's not had a real cake in a while, so I'm going to give him a little bit of icing on the top. But you can always use some lemon, whatever you got. I'm going to play around. Looky there. Didn't mean to do that, but just it hit me and it happened. But a fresh squeezed lemon in this icing, or some lemon flavoring, would have been great, but I just decided to, since I already had that drink open, I thought might as well just go ahead and use that. Now you can put as much or as little. This cake would have been beautiful with just some sprinkled confectionery sugar or powdered sugar on it. It would have just been beautiful. So you do you, okay? Whatever makes you happy. I love just a beautiful cake, and this is not a big cake, but it is just what Papa needs. He will be taking him some in his lunch box out there. I know this is spending too much time, and a lot of y'all want me to hurry, but this cake is just a tad bit warm, and that's the way I wanted it to be, so that the icing was a little bit thick, and I wanted the icing to be able to just drizzle down over the side. He will be happy to get this. That's all I got to say. Life has been different here on the farm since Nan needs to watch her sugar and carbs. So, I hope y'all enjoy this little, one little finger lick there is what I'm going to get. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a beautiful cake. I'm not going to slice it, and I'm not going to eat it, but I can tell you, I know it's going to be good, okay? So it's just a simple. Let me have my little paper. I just got to thinking, what can I put in a regular cake mix? So I love Duncan Hines. I only used Duncan Hines cake mix. So use you a Duncan Hines super moist, or trying to think of the name of it, signature, but this was a lemon cake mix from Duncan Hines. It was one box, 3.4 ounce of lemon pudding, 3/4 cup of a lemonade. If you have the frozen concentrated, that would be even super great, but I don't buy the super concentrated lemonade. And I got the sugar-free, and I thought, why not use it? So I used 3/4 cup of lemonade in there, 0 sugar lemonade, and a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and 4 room temperature eggs at 350 degrees. I used them, I baked it for an hour. So there you go. And that's what you're going to get. And thank you for my precious follower that sent me that silicone pan. She's already washed and draining, and I will definitely not be afraid to use those silicone products that you gave me. I can't wait to try the next thing in there, okay? Well, listen, I'm going to go. I want y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate you coming and visiting with me when you come and we sit down together, or we fix something together. I appreciate that. I love you all, and I just want you to know that. I want you to know that one day, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm looking for the Lord. I'm looking for the Lord so strongly that I can't hardly say anything else. So one day, if I'm not here, you'll know where I'm at. I'll be going to be with the Lord. I hope and pray that you'll go with me. Make it right today with the Lord, okay? Don't put it off. We don't know if we have tomorrow, okay? I love you so very much. You all are family to me. I hope you get to make you a cake like this. I hope you enjoy it. And if the Lord's willing, we will keep doing recipes till He says it's over, okay? I will see you next time. Bye-bye.